Good morning, everyone. Toki here, and it's Friday, so you know what that means? It's time for Forum Fridays. I go to the official Warrior forums and talk about some topics that's on the forums that have got my attention this week. Alright, first one we're going to look at right here is similar to one we looked at last week, Arms Raider Frost. This time, though, we have someone who's thinking of like leveling their tune as alt. He plays Survival Hunter, a Windwalker Monk, and a Mage. 3 classes that are performing pretty well in PvP at the moment. And as far as I know, Mage is doing fucking great in PvE. And he says, anyway, he likes melee more than range. He's got 3 tunes sitting at 102. DK, a Rat Paladin, and an Arms Warrior. And, you know, he's wanting suggestions from the Warrior community on which one he should level next. To 110. Saying he likes, likes to do Mythic Plus more than anything else. And he also likes to raid. He's wanting to top the charts DPS wise, and he's got some pretty good feedback and suggestions here. And pretty much people saying, hey, pick whichever does the most DPS for Mythic Plus, since that's what you enjoy doing the most, or otherwise pick what you enjoy playing the most. And it's pretty much that's pretty much my thoughts. Try all 3 out and go for whichever one you enjoy, because it can vary in Mythic Plus. Single target, Arms Warrior is going to be boss. People know that. And got another warrior saying, hey, a few warriors doing a little bit better in Arms and Mythic Plus, mainly because they have more tools for AoE damage. And then single target Arms is crushing single target. And he said, this other guy is saying, Frost DKs will do better than Fury, and Mythic Plus with some AoE, and says Ret's similar to Arms. He says he's biased towards Fury Warrior, but in the end it comes down to individual playstyle. That's true. I mean, I say for this fella here, wanting to play play melee, since he's already got 3 of them, he should try all 3. See which one he likes the best. And then, like this fellow warrior here pointed out, he says Arms Warriors can still be very viable in their AoE rotation if they use Cleave, followed by Whirlwind. If the one against Mini and Mini will fall traits, and line up line it up to Dumping Rage to get Battle Cry up for AoE stuff. And that's true. Like I've done some Mythic Plus dungeons, and I got all my artifact talents maxed out. I'm just putting points in that final one that gives you that 5% extra damage overall. But I've done, there's been times in Mythic Plus dungeons where I can do some good AoE damage, like and other times where not so much. Like for example, some Mythic Plus dungeons where I can do some good AoE damage is Maw of Souls, Halls of Valor, what's the other one? Netherleon's Lair. Those right there are generally can line everything up, get some cleave, some whirlwind action going on, and keep popping, keep refreshing cooldown. Battle Cry, pop that up and keep dumping rage with Cleveland Whirlwind. Really the only Mythic Plus dungeon I've ran where I've noticed that giving me some trouble with AoE damage is Darkheart Thicket. And generally if I do that, if I run Mythic Plus Darkheart Thicket, I will, on the first row of talents, I will drop Dauntless for sweeping strikes. So that way, Immortal Strike and Execute will hit an additional nearby target. They'll help out with AoE damage. Other than that, I really haven't had any problems with AoE damage in Mythic Plus dungeons. Now, there's some classes that do better AoE damage than Arms Warriors. And then someone else said Arms AoE really isn't that bad. It's not. Arms is better at single target, but Arms can do AoE damage. And then the good old Avatar, followed by Warbreaker, Battlecry, Bladestorm combo. That's generally in Mythic Plus Darkheart Thicket. I always have to do that, especially going towards the end, toward the shade of Xavier's, where you chain running some mobs, or even the Gauntlet area in Mythic Plus Blackrook Hold. You gotta do that. But yeah, he's already got 3. Try all 3 out and go for which one likes best. Alright. And then here's another one that caught my attention, since PvP is what I enjoy the most in Legion and in-game content. And this guy's asking, what is disabled in instance PvP? So of all the buffs, we have artifact relics, artifact weapon talents, legendary items. Which of these 3 are disabled in battlegrounds and arenas? I assume legendaries are disabled for sure, but I'm not sure about the other 2. Please let me know. And he's been wondering about this. Alright, and pretty much everyone answered them. Artifact talents work in instance PvP aside from the final Golden Dragon trait, which gives you an overall 5% increase in damage on every point you put in it, going up to 20 points. And of course, legendaries and your relics don't work. But in instance PvP, you get do better damage, get higher stat templates or whatever, based off of your item level. Higher item level, your overall damage output and those little that predetermined stat template they give you in instance PvP will go up by like 0.1% or something. 1%, 0.1%, I forget what it is, based off your item level. And so you want the highest item level relics you have for your artifact weapon, so that way your weapon will be a higher item level to contribute to your overall item level, even though the relics don't work in instance PvP. And yeah, like this fella here said, not only do artifact weapon talents work, they are very critical in how strong we are in PvP. That's true. Like starting out in Legion, doing some battlegrounds and PvP, instance PvP. Like at first, it sucked, but as I unlocked more and more artifact talents, I got better and better and helped increase my overall damage and improve my performance in PvP. But yeah, which it makes sense to an extent. The the more artifact talents you have, the way it affects some of your other abilities and other talents, like for example, exploit the weakness, getting extra damage on Colossal Smash, and things of that nature. Yeah, pretty much eye level honor talents, artifact talents, up until the flat bonus, like the 5% more damage are applied in PvP, nothing else. Yeah. Yeah. This person here said best, your relic bonus trait. Everything from the artifact weapon works in PvP except for the following. Your artifact relics, item level stat boosts from the relics still work. The traits after number 34, aka the final golden dragon trait, the 5% damage per level trait, and legendary effects. Me and a guild member of mine were talking a few days ago. We were running some random battlegrounds, and we're in a curse just chatting, and we're like, man, miss the days when we could use trinkets in PvP. And we'd like that back, because that'd bring some quality of life back. Why they got rid of it, who the hell knows. Anyway, but yeah, that answers the question on what works and what doesn't work in instance PvP. And here's another thread on the Warrior forums that caught my attention. Glyph for defensive stance. Basically, what this guy's saying is, for Arms Warriors, he doesn't like defensive stance, and a lot of other people agree. And I don't mind the shield. Some of these people are like, they don't like the shield. What I don't like is the little spinning, fucking transparent purple shields. That looks fucking, I don't know, it's just annoying. I mean, this guy's Alliance, so he's got the old Alliance level 60 PvP shield. What is it? The Grand Marshal shield wall or something? That big shiny piece of silver tinfoil. I mean, I don't mind the High Warlord shield wall for the Horde players. Brings back some nostalgia to me a little bit, so I don't mind it. It's just the old shield wall animation for it I don't like. But yeah, he's basically saying, hey, if glyphs are cosmetic now, why isn't there a glyph for defensive stance where when you go into defensive stance, it would activate a random shield that you either have in your bag or in your appearance transmog collection, or let you pick it. Let you pick what shield you want to, a glyph to, like, say, hey, I want to change the way my shield looks when I'm in defensive stance. And, this, from all the shields I have in my appearance collection, this is the one I want to use. And there's some people that want the shield removed entirely. And there's some people that, like the little floating purple shield. Me personally, I don't like the little floating purple shields. That just, it's an eyesore to me. Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to let people know you're in defensive stance. Why? They're gonna attack you, no matter what. It's not like they're not gonna attack you. So I would like it. I'd like a glyph for defensive stance to let me pick what shield I want, and to get rid of those fucking purple floating shields. I can't stand that. That's annoying. And then this person here said best. Remove it with a glyph, or like mages that have an NPC to do so. P.S. Wish warriors are like mages. They get special treatments every fucking expansion. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? But yeah, this would be a great quality of life improvement. You know, to have a glyph, since glyphs are all cosmetic shit now, to let us pick what shield we want to use for defensive stance. And if we got the glyph, we got rid of those stupid purple floating shields. And another thread on the warrior forums. It's fun. Rate the transmog. You know, scale 1 to 10. Rate the transmog of the person above you. This is fun. You know, gets lighthearted people in the warrior community talking, and you also like can get some pretty neat ideas. Look at some other people's transmogs and be like, ooh, that looks cool, and get some ideas, you know, to make your own custom transmog. So that was a fun little thread that I enjoyed, that got my attention this week. And the final one here, it's called Warrior PvP Love, maybe. Alright. This guy's saying, any estimated time of arrival on double charge being baseline. Maybe putting a rage regen back so I can keep up with the millions of healing a DK or Monk or Feral Druid can do. The lack of PvP changes in general is mind-blowing this expansion, even after adding in character sheets specifically for PvP to make tuning easier. And basically, you know, follow-up responses. Someone said, yeah, overall I like some of the changes for the PvP talents for Arms Wars coming in 7.1.5. You know, giving us some utility, but why isn't double time baseline valid? Mobility sucks, and yeah, it does. And yeah, it's just, like when the pre-patch came out, it just I had to scratch my head because I was like, the hell, this talent row makes no sense to me. You have two CC stun talents or mobility talent. Why should we choose? Why isn't double time a baseline ability? And with some other classes having like just insane mobility as like baseline, why didn't Arms Warriors have Arms and Fury? Why didn't both Arms and Fury have double time baseline? I mean, if you're a fellow Arms Warrior or a Fury Warrior, and you're watching this video, leave a comment below, because does it make sense to you that double time isn't the baseline ability for Arms and Fury? I mean, we're supposed to be a mobility melee DPS. We're supposed to close the gap between us and the enemy. So why isn't double time baseline? So we can close the gap and stay on target. And why isn't that talent row filled with 3 different type of stun targets? I mean, the devs can make double time baseline, and they have a few different options. After all of it, they can replace it with the obvious being Warbringer, where when you charge a target, it stuns them. I mean, look at all the fucking stuns that's in PvP already from other classes. So, and the amount of CC. And then another talent they could replace it with that I'd really like is Warbringer. Remember Warbringer back from WoD? That was fun as hell, wasn't it? Be nice to get that back. And put it as a talent. This time it doesn't get rid of Intimidating Shout. So that way you still have Intimidating Shout and Warbringer. Ooh, that'd be fucking sweet. Anyway, those are all the threads that caught my attention on the Warrior forums this week. And before I end this video, I want to wish everyone happy holidays. You know, it's just a holiday season. I just wanted to bring you show everyone this. This was a pleasant surprise I got this past Sunday. I logged in. I had something in my in-game mail, and what it was a link to this drawing that someone on my server had drew for me as a Winter Veil / Christmas gift. Yeah, I participated in a thing on Secret Santa on my server, and the person that got my name for Secret Santa, this is what they give me as a present, and it's from Tar Hoof. Thank you. I love this drawing. It is fantastic. So awesome. Just really great drawing of Toki here, and it looks great, and I love it. And it's just a pleasant surprise, and just a great, wonderful Christmas gift. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode of Forum Fridays. Hope everyone has a wonderful, safe, happy holidays, and until next time.